Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to learn how to take input from user and also how to add strings and how to manipulate strings, how string repetition works, how to access the characters in a string and string slicing. These are all I am going to cover today. So please stay till the end and watch the full video. So let's start our session. Okay, first of all, let's start with taking input from the user. How we take input from user. So the syntax is input. Input is used to take the string input from the user. Let's see the example try in the compiler. Okay, here we have our compiler. Let me zoom it. Now to take input from the user, first we need to assign an variable name. A is equal to input. This is how you take input from user. Let's see how it works. Print A. Let's give the input in the input box. So let's give input Shashank. It needs to here we have given the print of A. It needs to print exactly Shashank. Let's see what happens. See, Shashank has been printed. So let's take another input. B is equal to input print A and print B. Let's run once again. So now Shashank and first we need to give first input A and next we need to give another input B. B input it would be celluloid. See, Shashank celluloid has been printed. This is how you take input from the users. So now let's take name as an input from the user and age, and let's combine those both. This is known as string concatenation. Let's do it using the input. So name is equal to input, age is equal to input. So print name is age years old. Now let's run this. So we need to give first name input. Name input is Shashank and age is 21. See, this Shashank is 21 years old. This is how you take input from user and print it in the output. Now, now let's learn how to add strings. How to add strings. So we can add both integer to get an output integer output. So to add uh, both characters strings we use concatenation. This is known as string concatenation. Let's see how it works. So A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, print A plus B. See, 1 and 2 has been printed. If we give it in an integer format, it gives an integer by adding the both A and B. The 3 will be the output. C. 3 is the output. This is the difference between adding a strings and adding an integer. We add both the strings, it is known as string concatenation. So let's add both strings once. Okay. Hello. all. Hello world will be printed. This is how you add strings by taking input from the user and to add the strings. Let's know. Let's see now. So to take input from the user, A is equal to input. This is how you take input from the user. Next, add the let's take the variable name as name. Name. Next, print hi plus one. We give name input as Shashank. The output will be hi Shashank. See, the output is hi Shashank. Let's move on to string repetition. Uh, it will be difficult to repeat write the input again and again and also to get the output of a string multiple times. It is difficult to write the code. So to do this we use multiplication. So let's take input from user. So let's give variable name a is equal to star. We want to print star 10 times, so use multiplication star into multiplication 10 times and print a. The star will be printed 10 times. See, the star is printed 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The star is printed 10 times. This is how you perform string repetition. So let's print this. Let's print something like Python. To print this, we need to take input from user. A is equal to input. Okay, print star how many times? It is 3 times. So into 3 plus a plus once again star 2 times. So into star into new space here and space here. Let's see the output. Let's give the in Python. See, 3 stars has been printed and 2 stars has been printed. In between the user input has been printed. This is how you take input from the user and print this the output. And you can manipulate and repeat the strings using multiplication symbol. So let's learn what is length of string. Length of string gives the length of the characters in the string. Like if we have ball, ball have 4 characters. 4 is the length of the string. Let's see what is length of string, how it works. A is equal to ball print length of a. The syntax for length of the string is length of variable name. In between the brackets we write the variable name. This is how you write. This is how you get the length of the string. So let's see, the length of the string is 4. Let's see what is our one. So the length of the string is 4. Let's take another example. Hello. Hello has 5 characters. So output should be 5. So output is 5. This is how you get the length of the string. How to access characters in a string? We can access individuals characters in a string using their positions. The position in a string starts from 0. This position is known as index. There is in the strings there is always it starts from 0 index. So let's take some example and so here username. Here Ramu is the string. As we know that strings start from 0 index 0, 1, 2, 3. And if we want to get R from username Ramu, so we the syntax is variable name and We in between the square brackets we give the index. If you want R, you will give 0. If you want to A, you will give 1. If you want M, you will give 2. This is how you access the strings. So let's try it in the compiler. Here A is equal to hello. Let's take a name, Ramesh. Then I want E from the name Ramesh. So to get the E from the name Ganesh, the syntax is username. What is our username? Our username is A of and index. Here R is 0, A is 1, M is 2, E is 3, and S is 4, and H is 5. E from the Ramesh, we need to use 3 as an index. We will get E. So here see, we got E as our output. So to get H from the name Ramesh, we, uh, we we need to know the index. Index of H is, let's count from here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we write 5, and the output will be H. Let's run once again. So here see, the output is H. This is how you access the characters from a string. So uh, if you give the index of the last index of Ramesh is H, which the H index is 5. If you give 6, there will be an error, like out of index error, because 6 is not an index of A. Only 5 is the last index of name Ramesh. So there will be an index of string index out of range. So let's move on to string slicing. Obtaining a part of a string is called slicing. Previously, we have learned how to access the characters from a string. So to access a part of a string, we use string slicing, and the syntax for string slicing is variable name, start index, and end index. And if you give end index, it will be not included, and the before the index will be included. This is how string slicing works. See the syntax: variable name, start index, and end index. Remember that end index will not be included in the output. The index before the end index will be included. So here see, hi Ramu, and space will also be counted in the strings. 0, 1, 2. 2 is the space. 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 6 indexes in hi Ramu name. To get index from 3 to 6, we only gets RAM, because 6 index 6 is not included in the output. So let's try this. Hi Ramu. So print here, H is 0, I is 1, space is 2, R is 3, A is 4, M is 5, U is 6. To get input, to get if we give let's give the slicing 3 is to 6. Guess what will be the output? The output will be RAM. But the index slicing is from 3 to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember that the last index will not be included. Run. See, RAM is printed in the output. So let's take another example. Um, 2 0 to we want high. So the index is 0, 1. But to get both h and I, we need to give 2 because n index will not be included in the output. See, high is printed. There are other techniques in slicing. If like this, if you don't give anything in the start index, it assumes that the start index starts from index 0. Let's see the output. See, it has been started from index 0. So if you don't give the n index, it assumes that uh, the output should be printed till the n from here to here. See, Ramu is printed. If you don't give anything in between these brackets, then it will print whole string. See, whole string has been printed. This is how string slicing works. So this is all about today. Let's recap what we have learned today. First, we have learned how to take input from the user. To take input from the user, we use syntax input. It takes string input from the user. Next, we have learned how to add strings, how to add uh, integers. Integers will be added differently and strings will be added differently. Where in if you add two integers, it will give an integer output. But if you add two strings, it will give an um, it will give string output only. And this is called as string concatenation. Next, we have learned about string repetition. How string repetition works. To repeat a string, we use multiplied by how many times you want to repeat it. Then accessing the characters in a string, and string, the characters consist of an index which starts from zero, which starts from zero. And string slicing. String slicing is a part of a string. Obtaining a part of a string is called as string slicing. And we have learned about the syntax and variable name, how variable name of first start index plus end index. And we have learned that end index will not be included in the output. The before index will be included. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.